Hello everybody, this is Mary. I am sitting with Pap Thomas Berilla. This is Sunday, July the 12th, 2009. Annie and I have come to visit Pap and ask him questions about his history. The first question is, if your ancestors emigrated from another country, from where did they come, when, how did they come, where did they settle, and why?
All my ancestors, my grandparents came from Czechoslovakia, and they wound up at Ellis Island, and that's my grandfather and grandmother on both sides, and then they came from New York into Pennsylvania. Grandpa Berilla, he's probably the key man in my whole background, and I'd like to talk more about him. So we called him Michael Berilla, but I call him Zedo. I don't know how to spell it, Z-E-D-O or something like that. That means grandpa in Slovak. His kids called him Pa. And he had six girls and 4 boys with Mary Berilla, that's my grandmother, and her maiden name was Sikora. They wound up in Byesville, Ohio, from Pleasant City, Ohio. My dad was born in Pleasant City, Ohio, and that's about 5 miles from Byesville. Byesville is a beautiful town, small town, about 500 people. And I don't know many of. What's the next question?
Next question. What do you remember about your oldest relatives you knew personally?
Oldest relative I knew personally? Oh, I guess I knew my grandmother better than anybody on both sides. My grandmother on my mother's side, her name was Anna Makeley, and when she was married, it was Anna Katus. And Anna Katus had 2 boys and 1 girl. The 1 girl was my mother, and 2 boys was Uncle John and Uncle Mike. And when Uncle Mike went to 1st grade, the nun said, "What's your name?" And he says, "Mike Katus." And she says, "You're an American now. From now on, you're Mike Katus." That's why the name got changed from Katus to Katus.